And we're starting. Hello, everyone. My name is Robin Shaw, and I am a Canadian teacher living and working in Korea, and I do live streams. I don't do live streams every night anymore. I reduced my schedule. So the first thing everyone should be doing is checking the updated schedule. As you can see, I changed some things. So tomorrow I'll do my usual English Q&A, and then Wednesday I'll do the usual writing. But I moved the Thursday pronunciation to Saturday. I used to have game day on Saturday. There's no more game day. These maybe in the future again, but for this upcoming schedule, there's no more game day. And Friday, there's no class on Friday. So I'm teaching 4 days a week, and Esther will teach Tuesdays, the grammar at the time. So please check the schedule so you know what's happening. Today is we're going to learn about collocations in English. That's today's topic. So the outline, I usually do the introduction. That's what I'm doing now, and then we'll get into the topic, collocations, and then after that I'll answer any English question. So before I begin, I'm just going to check the chat room, make sure all the people are here, all my students are here. When I call your name, you say here, Diallo, Leila, Hamza. Oh, Hamza saw my, I think a culture shock video. Atika, hello. Prakar, hello. Samar, KMR, hello. Welcome back. Carrie's here. Hello, Carrie. Alawathi. Grace is here. Yeah, Grace is early. Thanthan Nui. Billy is here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone, whoever's here. I'm sure there's a lot of people watching that are not chatting. That's okay. If you want to chat, you got to log into YouTube and you can join the chat. And there might be some people that are watching this video another day, not live. That's okay. I'm very happy you guys are watching too. Sanjid, Jafe, hello. Moon name, Kamal, hello. Hamada, Salah, Lofty guys here. UK Android, Don Pandan, hello. Ehsan, hello. Karamat. Am I getting closer? And some guy with an Arabic name. I don't read Arabic yet, so I don't know your name. It would be good if you changed your YouTube name to an English name, because I can't read your name and a lot of other students in the class can't read your name. So maybe next time you could help us out. I'd like to know you. Mahmoud. Mahmoud. What did I say? All right. Okay, let's start the topic, guys. Teach us English and we will teach you Arabic. Well, Alawathi, where is your Learn Arabic live channel? I'll watch that so I can practice my Arabic. All right, we're going to get into grammar. It's not really grammar, but it's collocations. It's more related to vocabulary, but there is some grammar portion to it. As always, please support this channel. I don't want this channel to die in the next couple months. I want this channel to survive. So if you gain some value from this channel, please help this channel to survive. And collocations, going back to the topic, collocations is not that difficult. It can be difficult if you don't know about English very much, but if you started learning English, probably within the first week, you started learning common collocations. And before I get started here, you should think of collocations. These are words that go together. They are used together by native speakers. All right, so we'll get into that, but a lot of these words, usually 2 words, it can be more than 2 words, but most of my examples tonight are 2 words, some are 3. These are words that are often go together, and we'll find out. As an English learner, sometimes it could be frustrating because you don't know which words go together or which words a native speaker would choose in a sentence. I'll talk about that tonight. There can be weak or strong collocation between words. So strong collocation means this word always goes with this word, and weak collocation means most of the time it's this word, sometimes it's another word, but strong collocation is they always go together. And collocations are often found in business English too. So I have a few business examples also. Aloathi, I can send you a PDF to help you in Arabic. I don't learn by PDF, I learn by live videos. Don, I'd rather watch you on the next day than live because my internet connections, but okay. Don, the only difference is you cannot participate but in the live chat. But if anyone watches the video at a different day, you're free to put comments below the videos and I can still see those. Layla, I saw you're already supporting my channel. Thank you very much, Layla. I'm always your teacher, Layla, whatever happens. All right, collocation. Why are you sitting like that? You're harming your spine. Thank you for your concern. This just doesn't feel natural because I have to see the comments. The comments are very slow. Hi, Ziad. All right, let's try to explain what collocations are. Let's get in Hamza. Let's look at this sentence. I need to ride a taxi. Now, grammatically, this sentence is okay. It follows all grammatical rules, but this is not what a native speaker is never going to use this sentence, right? So, although it follows grammar rules, native speaker will never say this sentence. So this would have strong collocation. As Lofty Guy points out, he already knows a native speaker is never going to say ride a taxi. A native speaker is always going to use the verb take a taxi. Yeah. So that's collocation. Although another word is grammatically okay, it makes sense, native speaker, for whatever reason, doesn't use that. Let's look at another example. She will do a presentation. She will make a presentation. Make and do are not very similar. You can make a presentation, but that would not be the same as doing a presentation. UK Android, why native speakers so complex? UK Android, complex language is not all languages are complex. Arabic, French, Spanish, every language is complex. There is no simple language. All right, so most native speak, this one's not so strong. This can be a weaker collocation, which means, yeah, it's possible you could say she will do a presentation, but most native speakers might say she will give a presentation. So we usually use the word give with presentation. And Subrata Sarkar, she will present a paper. So present a paper, that's collocation. Let's look at another one. I slightly remember my notes. Oh, we have some late students. DTPthia, Kar, and collocation mean. We're talking about collocations. Pay attention. Luciana, Dewey, hello. Hardly could work. I hardly remember my notes. That's possible, but there's another word that often goes with remember, and you guys probably don't know it because it's a little bit difficult. This is why collocations can be difficult, because the word is vaguely. Native speakers usually with remember, I vaguely remember. It's not clear. I vaguely remember. So vaguely, very strongly connected with remember. I vaguely remember. So that's a collocation that you maybe not know, but now you know. So a native speaker would probably not say, well, a native speaker would definitely not say, I slightly remember my notes. They could say, I hardly remember my notes, but certainly I vaguely remember. All right, so here's a list of some other common collocations. Let's take a look. I'm going to move this. Hardly can work, but vaguely. You guys should know I vaguely remember. Number one. Wait, I'm going to adjust my windows here. Number one, please come to class prepared. So that means you should come to the classroom prepared with pens and pencils and books or whatever. So come prepared is a very strong, a strong collocation. You should come prepared. You should come prepared to work. You should come prepared to clean. Okay, it's a very strong collocation. And of course, number two, she must do her homework. Do homework. That's a very strong collocation. We always do homework. We don't write homework. We don't take homework, make homework. We do homework. So that is a very strong collocation, and I'm sure most of you have already heard about number two. Akim Sangma, hello. Number three, in life you need to take many risks. So take risk, take a risk. Take often with risk. So that's another collocation. Robin always gives good advice. So you give advice. You don't say advice. You don't tell advice. You give advice. All right. So these are how a native speaker is going to use collocations. And number five confuses a lot of my students in my class, because number five says I need to make my bed. So make. Usually people think of make as building or creating something, but make my bed just means to make it tidy. UK Android, no, Robin doesn't. Are you talking about advice? Oh, thank you, Layla. And then, are you making progress? Make progress is another one with make. We wouldn't say, are you gaining progress or are you getting progress? So collocation, making progress. So you can see on the list here, you can't say making a progress. No, you can't, Grace. You're making progress. So yeah, on the list here, we have common verbs and how they're connected with a noun. So Carrie asked the question, why don't we use write homework and do homework? Because that is collocation. For whatever reason, native speakers don't want to say write homework. We always want to say do homework. We don't like write homework. We don't say it. So if you say I need to write my homework, you're going to sound very awkward. Although the grammar is correct, it's going to sound very awkward. Yeah, Grace, you can do a report and you can write a report. That's right, Grace, you can do a report. You can write a report. You would put a report. UK Android, take tea. That might be British collocation. I don't know about taking tea. You can do an assignment. You can write an assignment. We need the and before us, report and assignment. So DDP Thea Karad N, that's a big name. Robin always delivers good advice. Now you could say delivers good advice, but collocation we should use give. Give is the most common verb we're going to use for that. That's collocation. I'm going to move on to a second set. DD, okay, thank you. I want to get out of my comfort zone. What is a comfort zone? I think maybe a lot of you... Yeah, Grace, you're going into article rules. Sorry, Grace, that's another video. What is a comfort zone? Well, zone, of course, is an area. But if you're in your comfort zone, that means you're very comfortable wherever you are, whatever you're thinking. You're very comfortable. So I want to get out of my comfort zone. People might say this when they want a new challenge. They want to take a risk. They want to leave their comfort zone. They want to get out of their comfortable life. So we have to say comfort zone, right? We can't say comfort area, comfort location. This is a strong collocation, meaning it's 100% of the time we're going to use the expression comfort and zone. Yeah, I'm in my comfort zone. You could use it, I am in a comfortable place. Number 8, she went to the beauty shop. We're not going to say she went to the beauty store. She went to the beauty business. She went to the beauty company. We're not going to, it's always beauty shop. Number 9, I need to go to the post office. Of course, it's strong collocation. We're never going to say I need to go to the mail office. We're never going to say, I need to go to the post shop. Although these are grammatically correct and they make sense, native speakers will never say that. It's always post office. 10, check your son's report card. We're not going to say grade card, score card. It's always report card. Number 11, the speed limit is 100 kilometers per hour. So the speed limit, we don't say speed restriction or nothing like that. And DD, you said beauty salon. Yep, beauty salon is an acceptable collocation. So beauty shop, beauty salon. That is also for hair salon, but we probably wouldn't say hair shop. Progress card, that could be used, but report card is usually what the native speaker is going to use. Yeah, every collocation, it's not strict. Like there's really strong collocations and some are weaker. And the lion roars. Number 12, the lion doesn't shout. The lion doesn't yell. The lion always roars. The lion growls? No. All right, and a few more here. These are more business ones. It's important to meet a deadline. So meet, the expression meet a deadline. We use the verb meet for a deadline. Like you should give your homework or your work at some report by a certain date. You have to meet the deadline. We don't say match a deadline or get a deadline or something like that. It's always going to meet a deadline. And of course, you open an account. You need to open an account. 15, we just closed a big deal. So if you're negotiating some deal in between companies and you closed the deal, that's a strong collocation. You could say we finished a deal, but that's a little bit weaker collocation. Most native speakers will use close the deal. We landed a deal. So we landed a deal worth $1 million. So the landed is very strange because that verb in this case would just mean got. We got a deal. But collocation, a lot of native speakers are going to use landed a deal. They're not going to say we got a deal. And another business term, 17, I will write up a contract. So write up a contract means make a contract or create a contract, but collocation, we write up a contract. And 18, you need to cut costs. So the verb cut, you got to cut costs. That's a strong collocation. Of course, you can say we need to reduce costs, but that's a little, yeah, DD, thanks. But that's a little weaker collocation. A stronger collocation would be cut costs. All right. Now there's thousands and thousands and thousands of collocations. And they're very difficult to learn. But I think most of you have heard some of these from this list. Anyway, the list is finished. I just got 18 examples there of common collocations. We're going to go on to practice now. And I want you to guess the verb, the strong collocation here. Hey, Hang Tong. So, what would a native speaker say there? You need to get exercise to stay healthy. Didi, you can't say take because we already have the verb get. Can't say do because we already have the verb get. You guys, you need to get sports exercise? No. I'm thinking of an adverb. Oh, I mean adjective, not adverb. I'm thinking of an adjective. Subrata, Sarkar, you're close. Can you fix your spelling? So Akim, some exercise. You need to get some exercise. That works. That works. But there's a stronger collocation. And Subratra, it's a very common collocation. You need to get regular exercise to stay healthy. So Akim, we could say some. but that's a weaker collocation. Regular is a stronger collocation. We need to get regular exercise to stay healthy. And UK Android, you could use fast, but no native speaker would use that. We would use regular, maybe some, but we would never use fast. Although grammatically it works. All right, let's go on to another one. So with number 2 here, you got to know what errand means. So go to your dictionary. You better check what errand means. Take, DD, take, carry, page, take. Accomplish. So Diallo, accomplish makes sense, but a native speaker wouldn't do that. Do is possible, Mohammed. And Diallo, where did you get? Very strong collocation. I need to run an errand. So yeah, you guys are using other verbs, not as strong. We wouldn't say take an errand, get an errand. You can do an errand, but that's a little weaker, and certainly run would probably be one of the stronger collocations here. I need to run an errand. Why do we use run? It's just the way we use that expression, and that's very strong collocation. I need to run an errand. Okay, let's go on to another practice. Grace run, win do, lofty guy run. Yep. So we got big, simple, silly, horrible, great, common, fatal. All right, I'll talk about each one. Some of them work, some of them don't. So at the end of this sentence, I put an exclamation mark. So most native speakers would probably guess big mistake. You made a big mistake. That's common collocation. You made a big mistake. You made a simple mistake. That would work if there was no exclamation mark, because nobody says you made a simple mistake. So if there's a period, simple would work. You made a silly mistake. That's possible. You made a horrible mistake. That would also be a good collocation. But Diallo, you made a great mistake. A native speaker doesn't use great. I don't know why. We don't use great. And you made a common mistake. That's possible. But if you made a common mistake, there would be no exclamation mark. It's a very important, that exclamation mark. You made a big mistake. You made a horrible mistake. But big mistake is stronger collocation. Fatal mistake is possible, but again, big mistake, stronger collocation. Terrible, huge, possible, but big. Best mistake, no, that doesn't work. Beautiful, you made a beautiful mistake. Anna, are you talking about your children? Sorry. People might call their children a beautiful mistake. I'm just joking, Anna. Don't get upset if you have children. Just joking, Anna. Don't cry. Sometimes children are beautiful mistakes. All right, practice 4. Interesting. She is in very depression. No, that doesn't work. And Hamada, yeah, deep works. Bad depression. She's in bad depression. No, she's in heavy depression. That's a good word, heavy depression. But for collocation, native speakers don't use that. Acute would be too technical, Subrata. So maybe a doctor might use that. She's in serious depression. That could work. But I think a few of you, Hamada, Asan, smart user, you kind of know. Usually for very strong depression, the collocation is deep depression. We say deep depression. She's in deep depression. Serious can work, but probably we're going to use deep depression. Does anybody here have deep depression? Deliver a presentation. Okay, number 5. Prakar. Oh, that's sad, Prakar. You have deep... And Hamada, you guys have deep depression? Why? I don't want to hear that, guys. What's wrong? Number 5, we expect rain today. Be sure to take an umbrella and rain boots. We expect cats and dogs rain. Sorry, Grace. Oh, Hamada, you live far away from the family. But a deep depression means you're really depressed. Are you really depressed, Hamada? Subrata, torrential. That's a good word. That works. Torrential works. We expect torrential rain today, but as most of you are guessing, strong collocation, heavy rain. A lot of rain, that works. We expect a lot of rain. That works, Anna, but that's a weaker collocation than heavy rain. That's a very stronger collocation. We have to say we expect, if you want to use a lot of, if you want to use the a lot of or lots of, you got to have the of there. Okay, let's move on. There's 10 practices. Seeing my children grow brings me joy. What kind of joy? Thiago, it's raining strong or it's raining heavy? I would say it's raining heavily. You want to use the adverb, heavily. Heavy is the adjective, heavily is the adverb. So raining heavily, Thiago. So real joy, that's possible. Graceful joy, no. Eternal joy, that is possible. A lot of joy, that's possible. And yellow, yeah. So the collocation there, the stronger collocation, is the native speaker is more likely to use the word great joy. Of course, you can use other words, heavenly joy, beautiful joy, but the strong collocation, most native speakers, they're going to use great joy. This brings me great joy. Every night to teach you brings me great joy. Karamat is a little bit delayed again. That's okay. All right, I'm going to move on to 7. This is a common collocation. Interesting, your guys' answers. Because nobody put past tense. Nobody put past tense. When you're sick, already in the past, you have to say, I caught a cold. You cannot say, I catch a cold. You have to use, I caught a cold, because it's already finished in the past. You're sick now. All right, so Grace, Samantha, you got the catch. I have a cold. That works. I have a cold. Or I got a cold. Those work. But of course, the stronger collocation, I caught a cold. I caught a cold. But yeah, I got a cold. I have a cold. Both of those words. I felt a cold. You can't. That doesn't work, Prakar. Sorry. Yeah, smart user got is possible too. That's right. Rich a cold? No. I am a cold? That sorry, Akim. I'm sick. So the stronger collocation is I caught a cold, I have a cold, I got a cold are okay too. UK Android, I catch a cold every week. Is that true? Susanna, cough. That's how you spell cough. Okay, number 8. Layla, you can't say you have to say I have a cold now. You could say I was sick, I had a cold, but I am sick, present, I have a cold. Smart user, you can bring a difference. No. So smart user, good example of bring makes sense, but it doesn't work here. We might use the expression bring about. It's not do a difference. So smart user, Subratra, Samar, everyone's name who starts with S. So the stronger collocation, the native speaker is usually going to say make a difference. Make a difference. You can make a difference. Okay, we're not going to say bring. You can bring a difference. We might say you can bring about a difference, but stronger collocation, you can make a difference in someone's life by always being positive. You can make a difference. You can make it. Yeah, I saw that, smart user. You can't do a difference. There's no collocation there. You have to make the difference. Okay, number 9. These two are very common. There's 2 words here. And Grace, very fast. It's just an example, Grace. Yeah, so these are very common collocations. It's too... Oh, I have a spelling mistake. Nobody talked about my spelling mistake. I'm glad I found it before you. What's my spelling mistake? So, too late to get married don't have children. You get married. You don't do married. And you have children. You don't get children. You have children. All right. And the last one. This one is difficult, guys. This one is very difficult. Layla, I never think about getting married and have children. Why not? So just Chilmar says lots of experience. This is a negative. Lots of experience is a positive thing, but this is something negative. So we don't want to use lots of experience, something negative. All right, it doesn't. It seems I put it as too difficult. Sorry, guys. It's probably my fault. It's too vague. All right, Lofty Guy. Thank you, Lofty Guy. Got the lack of experience, but the first part is I'm fully aware of his problem. He has a lack of experience. But we often say I'm fully aware. It's a collocation, strong collocation. You could also say I'm quite aware of his problem. I'm fully aware of his problem. He has a lack of experience. Probably I made the question too difficult. It's not your guys' fault. These are just practice, right, guys? All right, so collocation. You can see native speakers will choose some words to combine together more than other words. And then sometimes a sentence can be grammatically correct. It can make sense, but native speakers just don't use the words in that sentence. Yeah, Mohammed. Smart user, I have a lack of knowledge. We all lack knowledge. But you don't lack a heart. All right, so best way to study collocations, exposure. Listening to native speakers, reading books. You need a lot of exposure. Your brain will find the pattern. Your brain will see, oh, this word is always used with this word, okay? It is impossible to learn collocations by yourself. You cannot sit down with thousands and thousands of collocations. It's impossible. The only way to study collocations is just hearing the native speakers use them, say them, whether it's face-to-face or in a movie or TV show or a radio program or YouTube, and reading books. That's all you. Okay. And questions. Did you know a lot of collocations already from my PPT here? Did you already know a lot of those collocations? Do you know any more common collocations? Subracha, what books do you recommend? I recommend books at your level. So Subracha, it's very important you read at your level. So I can't recommend one book. Just go to the bookstore, find your level. Cocaine is the drug. Collocation, there's no word collocation. UK Android TS. What's TS? And communicate with NS. What's that? What are you guys talking about? So from my list tonight, I had a lot of collocations here. Is there any ones that you learned or you already knew? I get along with I went to go along. I'm not sure which one you're trying to use, Lofty Guy. Because go along, you want to go with your friends, and get along, you want better relationship. Grace, I uncertainly remember my notes. Doesn't work? Nope. I vaguely remember. Oh, UK Android. My kid accidentally typed. Is he a beautiful mistake? Layla needs more practice. Yeah, everyone needs more practice here. Thank you, UK. Karamat, you are delayed. I do read your answers, but you are delayed. I'm not sure. So, Grace, you're going to the taxi. I need to catch a taxi or I need to grab a taxi. Yes, but those are different. When you're in the taxi, you take the taxi. You don't ride the taxi. So you're talking about before getting in. So those are different expressions. Then I am taking a taxi now. Give birth. That's you give birth. That's strong collocation. Make a wish. Yes. Make fun of. Yes. Just Chilmar. What's meaning of harmony? I'm not a dictionary, Just Chilmar. You go to the dictionary. You come back with an example sentence, and I'll help you out. Karamat. Go on an errand. It's possible. Or have an errand to do. Exercise regularly. Yes, that is collocation. You have to exercise often. That's okay, but with exercise, we use regular for the adjective, regularly for the adverb. Repeat the marriage collocation. Here, we could go back. It's too late to get married. You got to get married. You made a big mistake. Lofty Guy, you can call a taxi. Yeah. I don't call a taxi using kako. It's too hard to memorize. You shouldn't be memorizing, Grace. Do washing? What do you mean, Win? Do washing what? You don't do washing. Make my breakfast, take a nap. Yep. Do you do regular exercise? No, I don't. Thanks. All right, guys, we'll move to the English Q&A. If you got any questions, now's the time. Any English questions? I hope Just Chilmar comes back with his harmony sentence. Where were you born? Take a shower. That's collocation. Or are you telling me to take a shower? Take a shower. You look like a homeless bum. Severe depression. Yeah, that can work. Karamat. Diallo, I need to pick up my kids from school. Is that a collocation? Pick up from school. Pick up from the airport. That's going to be stronger collocation. You could also say I need to get my kids, but pick up would be more common. What can you do at the beauty shop? I don't go. Do I look like I go to the beauty shop? And you're asking me? Probably you can get your hair, nails, massage. I don't think so. Hakim, it's 11:22 p.m. Lofty Guy, have you ever heard the word henpicked husband? Yes, Lofty Guy, I'm a native English speaker. I know most of those expressions. Are you a henpecked husband? I need to plan a business or I want to do the business. I'm confused, Mohammed. You want to open a business? Because we would say, I want to open a business. Or I want to run a business. The countries that are near to our country are called neighboring countries. UK Android, I said that, but problem with that, which native speakers really switch those too much. But which is used more with a choice. So I'm going to go with that on that one. But native speakers, including me, are going to mess that up. Okay, so I know all the countries. Should be that. The way I said it the first time is that. All right, Layla, thanks for telling me what you know. You know a lot. You know the common ones. Grace, when do you feel deep depression? I usually don't feel deep depression. Although sometimes I can get sad because a lot of students tell me, a lot of students will send me voice notes or messages about their struggles, their problems in daily life. And when I hear about a lot of students really struggling to learn English or get a job or study, and they tell me their story, it's really touching. I can get sad. But I'm not deeply depressed. Somebody's playing with the subscribe, unsubscribe. I'll take it away. Oops. Just Chilmar. Yes, harmony means connection, relationship, something like every music made up with the kind of tones like piano. Perfect harmony. So do you have a question, Just Chilmar? Karamat, heavy rain. Akim Sangma. Akim Sangma. WIN, so-called technical training program. WIN, you got a really cool question tonight. So I hope everyone takes a look at WIN's question. So-called technical training. She's going into the quotation marks. These are quotation marks. So you quote So one meaning is you quote what someone said. Robin said, study English. But another meaning of the quotation marks is there's some doubt. Some doubt in that word. So I'll type in the chat. So if I write, Robin is a good guy. Nobody said that. I'm not quoting someone. I'm just emphasizing that word is doubtful, okay? So when I put the quotation marks around good, that means that word is probably not true, meaning Robin is a bad guy. So for more emphasis, we use the expression so-called. Means the same thing, just more emphasizing. Robin is so-called by other people. Maybe other people call me a good guy. Wait, let's fix my grammar. No, it's fine. Robin is a so-called good guy. So maybe other people call me a good guy, but you would not call me a good guy. So you put the quotation marks. So going back to technical training, the so-called technical training. So if you ever see someone doing this, that means they want to express some doubt with the word. Technical training would mean that it's not really technical training, or it's not truly technical training. Okay? UK Android. Here's the rule for that which. Here's the rule for that which. Get sad. Collocation. Yep. Feel sad. Yep. Diallo. Can we use I never thought of getting married, neither having children. You already have a negative never, so I wouldn't use neither again. You could say I never thought of getting married or having children. Break a leg, that's collocation. That's also idiom. You get happy, you get sad, you get angry. Get is strong collocation with every emotion. Grace, he crashes here sometimes. So crash would be slang. And he sleeps here some night. Sleeps. Spends the night. So if someone asks you, Grace, can I crash at your house? That means can I sleep at your house? Not with you, on your sofa, on your floor. Can I crash at your house? Addie, what's the difference between wild and whilst? Well, go give me 2 example sentences. Because I don't use the whilst anymore. That must be very old English. No. There's no difference in meaning. But I don't think anyone uses whilst anymore. You might read that, but it's for speaking. Whilst? Wow. Leila, what do you like most about your students at university, and what is the worst? What do you hate? Why? I like... no comment. I don't want to get in trouble complaining about my students. What if I have nothing good to say? I like some students who have passion for English. I like those students. And the worst students are those who do not have passion for English. Grace, I am tired of looking at you. I get tired of looking at you. Are those the same? Well, the grammar is different. So if you basically they're the same. I'm tired of looking at you. I get tired of looking at you. Kim, I teach at a school in Incheon, South Korea. All right, guys, get your any last comments or questions in. I will finish up in the next 5 minutes. Subrata Sarkar, I'm a passionate student of English since my primary school. That's very good to hear. Grace, you got to say went to. Oh, not went to. My typing skill is terrible. Why did you go to Incheon today? Diallo, no, there are no Thursday, Friday classes this week. There's just tomorrow's Q&A, Tuesday Esther, and then Wednesday writing, Saturday's pronunciation, Sunday's grammar. So I don't teach Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. You went to go see the sunset at the beach. Alone? Incheon. Click like. All right, guys, I think we're done today. So Thank you for watching about collocations. I don't think I taught too much of a collocations, but you might not have mastered collocations, but this video has put you at a little bit higher level of understanding collocations, I think. So good for you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow for English Q&A. And then Tuesday is Esther. That should be an exciting time. She's teaching grammar. Win. You asked about Bill. I didn't see your question about Bill. I'm going up. I'm checking. Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry. Japan cabinet approves bill to accept foreign workers. Does bill mean a law? Yeah, that's correct. Bill, it means a law. Sorry, I didn't see your question, Win. Thanks for repeating your question. Which news channel are you going to watch? I don't watch news. Adi, you said about Old English. Is there a New English or Modern English? What about our current English in this century? Yeah, English is very old language. If you look at Shakespeare from 400 years ago, it's completely different. So every language in the world is changing. Languages are not static. They do not stay the same. Languages change every year. Hello, Mohammed, Mr. Shaw, Robin Shaw. She is living in New York. Okay, Billy, thanks. Susanna, thanks. Akim, thanks. Yeah, I'll be there in Esther's chat on Tuesday. The lesson is very short. You've been spoiled, Layla. It's long. The reason it's short is because some of you know I got the promotion at my company. So with the promotion comes more work. So I've had to reduce my live stream schedule because I got more work at the company. Diallo, always a pleasure to teach you. Does the Pope wear a funny hat? Can I ask the meaning? I don't understand the meaning of that. Where did you see that? UK Android, more work and more money. Money's not quite my motivation. I want to have, as I said, my vision is to have 20 teachers teaching on this channel. I don't need the money for that. I need the money for the teachers. So Grace, I would have to know what was said before that expression, what was said after that expression. Because just that sentence, there's not enough information. I need to know the context, why it was said. All right, thank you, UK Android. All right, thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.